Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, welcome. What I'm currently about to do is a strengthening treatment silk press on my client. This is one of the popular silk press in the salon, and I definitely know why. It is very hydrating. It helps strengthen in the hair, and it keeps the hair shiny and healthy, but you will see that through today's service. But before we get into the video, roll the intro. All right, you guys. So if this is not your first time seeing my videos, then you know the silk press service is really one of the popular service in my salon, and I do have plenty of videos showing you in detail what I do when I do my silk press service, and I will put that up here, the playlist for you guys to refer back to if you like to watch those videos. It's very interesting, so I definitely suggest it. Now, with my client that I am doing today, she is definitely a return client. She comes at least once a month, sometimes twice a month. She has seen definitely great results with sticking with the strengthening silk press service. That is the only one she gets. She says she does like it. She also do not have to worry about her hair reverting back because her hair is more heat trained. As you can see, she does still have her curl pattern. Of course, it's looser than what it normally was, but it is a S pattern all through her hair. It is no parts of her hair that is very stringy, very long, and just look like it's heat damage because her hair is heat trained. Now, when she does get her silk press, she only comes to the salon and get the service done. She doesn't do it at her home. To my knowledge, from me asking her, she said no, she only comes to the salon. And by looking at her hair, I do believe that. So, what you see me doing right now is just dividing the hair and preparing to get ready to blow her hair out. Okay, so in today's video, I want to talk about the benefits of heat training your hair. I do know this is a touchy topic, and a lot of people have a negative opinion on heat training because it can be damaging to the hair. And the truth is, it definitely can be damaging to the hair. And the way it can be damaging is if you are not knowledgeable of how to do it, or the person that is doing it to your hair is not knowledgeable on how to do it, and you're not caring for the hair moving forward after the service is done, it can lead to damage. But to be honest, anything you do with your hair can lead to damage if the education is not there. Just being natural by itself can be damaging to the hair if you don't know how to care for your own natural hair. If we all be honest, I have seen myself and some of my clients and new clients come and they are completely natural and they haven't done anything technically to their hair, no type of chemical, no type of heat, nothing, but they still receive breakage, shedding, and hair loss. So that is considered still damaging to the hair. So it doesn't particularly have to be one particular thing you're doing, it's the lack of knowledge that will create damage. Okay, so why I believe heat training your hair can be an awesome thing depending on what type of natural you are. So if you are someone that really loves your hair being straight, but you don't want to do any type of chemical or anything to your hair, then You definitely can sit down with a stylist and have a consultation and see if heat training your hair is the way to go. So, the overall definition of heat training the hair: heat training hair for natural hair is when the heat softens the outside cuticle layer of your hair shaft. Your hair become more resistant to the humidity, more manageable, and also easy to maintain. Okay, so as you reflect on the definition of heat training, it does kind of highlight the benefits and the bonus of why someone would be curious or even interested in heat training their hair. And me as a stylist, as I always say, I lean towards the health of the hair. And what I mean by that, if your hair is healthy enough to be able to do what you choose to do with your hair, then that's your choice. I will always guide you and educate you on the before, the in between, and the after, and also how to care for your hair, and also guide you to make the decision what is best for your hair, best for your lifestyle, and best for the journey that you perceive that you want to walk on. So I do get some people that ask me why certain things I do in the salon, and it's simply because it's not a one thing that fits all when it comes to hair. And the great thing about doing black women hair is that we have the luxury and the love and the freedom to do whatever we choose to do with our hair. And by me being a stylist, I love to give options. As long as your hair is healthy enough to do it, then I can give that option. But if it's not healthy enough, I will always educate you on how to get your hair healthy so you can do what you choose to do with your hair. Okay, so the number one thing that is very important when you are doing someone hair, and it doesn't matter what you are doing to their hair, please do not leave this part out. Shampooing your client's hair. This is very important, and I'm going to tell you why. It gives you the opportunity to examine the scalp, to examine the hair, and to also examine the ends. It also gives you the opportunity to see how their hair navigates. Do their hair absorb water? Do their hair resist water? That makes you understand when it comes to the products you are putting in their hair. Is their hair going to absorb it or is it going to resist it? Do they have a lot of buildup on their scalp? Do they have a lot of buildup on their hair? It is so many reasons why shampooing someone's hair is so important. And also by shampooing your hair is the number one thing to allow your hair to grow. Our hair, consider it as a plant. It's no way you can ask a plant to grow without giving it water. And shampooing the hair actually gives your hair water. It gives your hair something to absorb, something to drink, something to hydrate. So it's impossible to not shampoo your hair and also look for healthy hair growth. They go hand in hand. It's peanut butter and jelly. Okay, so let's move on to the second thing. The second most important thing is deep condition. Deep condition your hair. This is something that I do feel like sometimes we don't even think about how important it is because the actual system of how that works is why it's so important. When I apply the conditioner to your hair and I put a plastic cap on top of your head and I place you under the dryer for the 15 to 20 minutes, this is what's actually going on with your hair. Your hair in your cuticle, which is the first layer of the hair, has the opportunity of opening up. And consider that like a window where you open up the window and you allow whatever to from what's outside to come in. So if you think about it, what's on the outside of your hair, which will be what's on top of your head, would be the conditioner that I applied and also water because we just got finished shampooing your hair. So, water and conditioner is on the outside of your hair, and your hair needs that. So, to be able to receive that, you have to deep condition your hair. You must place a plastic cap on top of your head, and you must sit under the dryer so your cuticles can open so it can absorb exactly what you put on the outside of your hair, which will be the conditioner, which will be the water. Okay, so now that we discussed about shampooing and deep conditioning your hair, how important that is, I want to leave you guys with one last thing that is important when it comes to heat training your hair. The last thing will be getting your ends trimmed. So you probably won't see me do this in this video because I don't believe I recorded that part, but trimming your ends is absolutely important. And I'm going to tell you why. So, when you think about your ends, this is the part of your hair that is the oldest. It's also the part of your hair that is open to the most wear and tear of your everyday activity. So, when you go to the salon, you want to make sure when you have the discussion with your stylist, you ask them, please look at my ends and let me know if they need to be trimmed. If so, please show me in the mirror how my ends look, what part of my hair do I need to take off. So you could be knowledgeable about what is going on before it is done. Okay, so I kind of want to paint a picture of explaining the cutting your ends and how it's so important and how not cutting your ends can be damaging to your hair. So, picture yourself in your car and think about your windows. Say you have the air on in your car. So your air is going, everything like that. Now picture your windows with a whole bunch of cracks. Every single window got cracks. This is split ends. When your ends are split, it's just like driving a car with a whole bunch of cracked windows. You having the air on, it still is going to seep through these windows, and you're going to find yourself still hot. You're going to find yourself, the air is not trapped in because my windows have so many cracks. So I'm dealing with more problems. That is how your hair is viewing dead ends. When your ends is split and when your dead ends are damaged, everything you put in your hair is just slowly slipping through all because your ends are not sealed, your ends are not healthy, so your ends is fighting against whatever you are trying to do to your hair. So, some people think, oh, I don't have to cut my ends, blah, blah, blah. If your ends are damaged, you do need to cut your ends. Now, if your ends aren't damaged, you don't need to cut your ends. But go to your stylist, let them see your hair, let them tell you what is going on, and you can move forward with healthy growing hair. Okay, so this one is a bonus. So when you are pressing out the hair, the next thing will be your heat protection. So heat protection is important. And let me kind of expand on that, you guys. Heat protection just doesn't start with spraying the actual heat protection on your hair. Deep conditioning your hair is a great way to heat protect your hair as well. By deep conditioning your hair, you bulk up what your hair needs. So that's why I use the strengthening conditioner because I bulked up the strength in my client's hair because I know I was going to apply high heat on the hair, which can fight against that. So you want to enhance what is going on or what you're going to do to the hair so the hair can be prepared for it. So deep conditioning your hair also leans toward a heat protection as well. When it comes to shampooing your hair, I use also a strengthening shampoo. Shampooing your hair and being aware of what you are doing in that aspect as well helps with heat protection as well. And then after you did all two of those things, then applying a heat protector is just adding on top of those things. So it all pairs together. All right, you guys. So we are coming to the end of today's service, and I want to apologize because I didn't get to record the end result, but I do have the Instagram version of the before and after of today's service, and I will show you guys that so you can see the ending result. And if you would like to book a service with me, then information is left down in the description below. Also, if you would like to purchase all products that I use for my silk press, and particularly this silk press, then those products will be left down below as well. And please remember to like, comment, subscribe. This is how my channel circulate and is able to touch more people, lovely people like yourself. So please share the word as much as you can. And I thank you guys so much for all the love and support I have received so far. It is greatly appreciated. I have made it to 1,000 subscribers. I remember when I was at 100 and I was rooting for 1,000. We are now here, you guys. So I am so happy and so pleased to have seen this day. And I couldn't get there without you guys. Thank you so, so much. And I hope that I bring something to you guys as much as you bring to me. So, you know, I have to say it. Remember to drink your water for healthy hair, skin, and nails. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.